Okay, boys and girls, it's Midwest Phil again. I'm here to finish up reviewing this Seiko Prospex SRPD21 date watch that I got a couple of weeks ago. I didn't get a chance to show you everything on it that I wanted to show you, so I'm just going to take a few minutes, make this a real quick video to show you some of the things that I really like about this watch. And the first thing that I really like about the watch is the way that the watch is sculpted. This watch sits on your wrist so that when your wrist moves, the watch doesn't cut into your wrist at any place at all. Very, very comfortable watch. The other thing is I want you to notice is the color of this watch, which is a little bit darker than what they show on with the artwork on their website at Seiko.com. I bought the watch at Seiko.com/USA, and I bought it because I knew I wouldn't have to worry about getting a counterfeit or a forgery. And also because they were giving me a 10% discount if I registered my email address and I gave up my cell phone number, which I was probably going to do anyway for the shipping information. So I got 52 bucks off the watch. I really like the watch. I like the luminous on the watch. I like the way the watch looks. I like the way the watch wears. I like the watch band. I adjusted the micro adjustments on them all the way down from the number 1 adjustment to the number 4 adjustment because I've got an 8.5 inch wrist, which allowed me to not have to take out any of the pins and remove any links. And if you look inside of here, you'll see that on this particular band, they have arrows, and those arrows are on 4 links, I believe. 5 links on each side. And what they allow you to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on that side. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side. What you do is you get something like this pin, and you cut the tip of this pin off. And I just use a pair of cutters. These are used for various different things in the electronic repair world. And you just cut the tip off it, and then you file that flat using a file, because you want something flat, because when you insert this into the little hole to push the pin out, you don't want it slipping around. So you just file it flat, smooth it off, make sure it's nice and smooth, and then all you have to do is insert it into the hole, push in the direction of the arrow, pull the little pin out, take 1 or 2 out on each side, probably just 1 on each side, and then put the link back together and put the pin back in on each side, and you're good to go. But like I said, just anything you have laying around the house, even a paper clip will do. If you got a paper clip like this is an extra large paper clip, and it fits in there perfectly. You wouldn't even have to cut this off. You wouldn't have to file it. You wouldn't have to do anything to it. You could just insert it in there and push the pin out. But what I really like about the watch is the bezel. I like the dark navy blue bezel that fades into black for the 20-minute area for the diver function. And I also like the navy blue on the face of the watch, which in different light goes from a dark navy blue to a light navy blue and everything in between. It looks really nice. It's an interesting watch to look at. It's a beautiful watch. And they've sculpted the face of the watch so that it has waves all over it. And they look like waves. And inside the waves, at the 8 o'clock position, down here, there's a shark fin. Now, somebody said on one YouTube video I watched, they said, well, it's sort of like childish, to insert something like that. But actually it's not, because I mean, you really have to look for it to find it. And it's just something that you might be curious about. And this is associated with Save the Oceans. And so they were just making a statement, you know, because people kill a lot of sharks and they shouldn't be killing sharks. You need them. The other thing is, I like the luminous on this watch. If you go to bed with your watch on and wake up in the middle of the night, you don't have to screw your head around looking for the alarm clock, or, you know, like in our case, we have Contour TV and they don't have a calendar on or a clock on the Contour. So all I have to do is look at my watch. This luminous is bright enough that you can tell what time it is, and it looks really nice. But it's not like you're carrying around a spotlight in the dark. It doesn't. It's not too much light. It's just enough so that you can see it and you can tell the time in the dark. Now, if you light it up with a lot of sunlight or a flashlight or something like that, it'll glow really brightly for a while. But after that, it just sort of fades into something really pleasant, and it's nice to look at. I like the day function. I can see the day easily and the date easily. I don't use the diver function. I'm not a diver. I do a lot of fishing, or I used to do a lot of fishing. And I'm probably going to get this watch wet. It has a screw down crown. I sometimes shower with this watch on. I don't have to worry about getting it wet because I think you can take this watch down to 600 and almost 50 feet. It's 200 meters. And that's what divers use it for. They use it for diving. The best part of the watch, I think, is the way that it's sculpted. It's absolutely beautiful. It took a lot of thought to do that and to make it that beautiful and to make it that functional. So if you're looking for a good watch, if you're looking for a watch that sits on your wrist, is a big watch and is a heavy watch, is a man's watch, if you want something like that, but once it gets on your wrist, because of the way they've sculpted the watch, it doesn't really look like it's sitting up that high. It just looks really, really nice on the wrist. So, like if you look right here, you'll see it looks like it's sitting pretty low. Actually, it's a pretty thick watch, but it doesn't look that way on the wrist. So there's a shot of it on the wrist. I'll turn all the way around this way so you can see it a little bit better. But I just really like this watch a lot. So thank you, Seiko.com. Thank you for giving me the 52 bucks off, and thank you everybody for watching this video. If you liked the video, just hit the like button below. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.